Okay, so normally we see a comparison of our gate terminology. Traditionally, and what we are going to see in the articles and all. Okay, heel strike is also known as initial contact. Foot flat is also known as loading response. Mid stance only. Heel off is also known as terminal stance. Toe off is also known as pre-swing. Acceleration phase is also known as initial swing phase. Mid swing will be also called as mid swing phase, and deacceleration phase will be called as terminal swing phase. Now we are going to see about the variables of the gait. There are two basic variables of the gait which provide basic description of human gait: time temporal variable and the distance variable. They provide essential quantitative information about the gait. Factors that affect these variables are age, gender, height, size, shape of bony components, distribution of mass in each body segments, joint mobility, strength of the muscle, type of clothing or footwear the person wears, habit of the person, and psychological status. The variables are the temporal variable and the distance variable. Temporal variable things come under the temporal variables are stance time, single limb and double limb support time, swing time, stride and step time, cadence and speed. Distance variables are three only: stride length, step length and width, degree of toe out. So we will see about each variable. First, the stance time. It is an amount of time that elapses during the stance phase of one extremity in the gait cycle. The amount of time that is required in the for a stance phase of one extremity. That's even only one limb in the gait cycle. Okay. Then the single support time. It is the amount of time that is required during the period when only one extremity is on the supporting surface, another one extremity will be on the air in a gait cycle. Okay, that is single support time. Then double support time. It's the amount of time spent when the both feet is on the ground during one gait cycle. The percentage of the times increased in the elderly person who's with balance disorders mainly. Okay, the percentage of time spent decreases as the speed of walking increase. It is inversely proportional. Okay. Stride length. It is a linear distance from the heel strike of one lower limb to the next heel strike of the same limb. Okay. Heel strike of this limb to the next heel strike of the right limb. Okay, it is the length. It's a linear distance from the heel strike of one lower limb to the heel strike of the same limb. Okay, same limb. Left limb would have first heel strike to the point of the left limb's first heel strike to the point where the left limb's second heel strike. Okay, it is called a stride length. Step length. It is a linear distance from the heel strike of one lower limb to the heel strike of the opposite limb. So stride length is a heel strike of same limb, whereas the step length is the heel strike of one left limb, then the difference and the opposite side, the right limb. Okay. Stride duration. It refers to the amount of time taken to accomplish one stride or one gait cycle. Stride duration of and the gait cycle duration are synonymous. Both are similar. One stride of a normal adult is approximately 1 second. Step duration. It refers to the amount of time spent during a single step. The measurement usually is expressed in second or steps. When the weakness or pain in the limb, a step duration may be reduced in the affected side and increased in the unaffected side. Cadence. It is a number of steps taken by a person per unit during a particular duration of time. It is measured in number of steps seconds per minute. Cadence is equal to number of steps by time per duration of time. Okay. Walking velocity. It is a rate of linear forward motion of the body which can be measured in meters or centimeters or seconds, meter per minute or miles per hour. Okay, walking velocity meter by seconds is equal to distance walked in meters by the time taken in seconds. Speed of gait. It is referred as a slow, free or fast. Fast, free speed is the gait refers to the person's normal walking speed. Slow and fast speed of the gait refers to the speed slower or faster than the person's normal comfortable walking speed designated in variety of ways. So the next is degree of toe out. It represents the angle of foot formed by which the foot's line of progression and the line intersecting the center of the heel and the second toe. So it represents the angle of foot formed by each foot line of progression, okay, and the line intersecting the center of the heel and the second toe. So normally for the men it is just 7 degrees, and from the line of progression of each foot at the free speed walking, normal speed walking or free speed walking, then this degree of toe out will increase, is directly proportional to the speed of walking, okay. So this is the degree of toe out on the both left and the right foot, as you can see. So you draw a line to the second toe through the heel, okay. So this picture gives you a clear picture on the left side of the great cycle and the right side of the great cycle. Each side step length, what is the stride length on the left and right sides together. The path of COG. The center of gravity is midway between the hips and a few centimeters in the front of the second sacral vertebra. It is located here. The least energy consumption of the center of gravity travels in a straight line, okay. When you are standing, least energy is consumed. When you bend forward or propel yourself forward, there will be more energy consumption. Try to imagine this athlete's center of gravity. Where would have been it shifted from its normal S2 position? The vertical displacement is nothing but the rhythmic up and down movements, as you can see here. Okay, the highest points in this occurs in the mid stance and the lower point occurs in the double support. Average displacement is at least 5 centimeters. Path is extremely smooth like a sinusoidal wave. So lateral displacement. Lateral displacement is a rhythmic side to side movement. Okay, then the lateral limit is at the mid stance. Average displacement is at least 5 centimeters. Path is extremely smooth as a sinusoidal wave. The next one is overall displacement. As you can see, the sum of vertical and the horizontal displacement is together called as overall displacement. It is like a figure of 8 movement. Okay, and center of gravity seen from the AP view, that is your anteroposterior view.